This is the Midland Home Service from East Anglia.
There was an old man and he lived in the wood, and his trade was selling brooms. He had one son, and his name it was John, and he laid abed till it was noon, bright noon, and he laid abed till it was noon.
Sweet Lives and Lawless Billows. The first of 4 programmes of traditional songs sung by Sam Larner of Winterton, Norfolk. The introducer is Philip Donnelan.
Once I was a schoolboy, and I stayed at home with ease. Now I am a smacksman, and I plough the raging seas. I thought I'd like seafaring life, but very soon I found it was not all plain sailing, boys, when out on the fishing ground. Kyle away the troll war, boys, let's heave on the troll. When we get our fish on board, we'll have another haul. Straightway tow the capstan and merrily heave around. That's the cry in the middle of the night, all the troll boys, all. Now when we get our fish on board, we have them all to gut. We put them in baskets and down the ice log a put. We ice them down, we size them, we ice them all quite well. We ice them and keep them safely like an oyster in a shell. Kyle away the troll war, boys, let's heave on the troll. When we get our fish on board, we'll have another haul. Straightway tow the capstan and merrily heave around. That's the cry in the middle of the night, all the troll boys, all. I don't know no more of that.
Sam Larner is 81 years old, and he lives with his wife in a small flint cottage at Winterton, a village that as far back as anyone remembers has produced fishermen, generation after generation of them. And that's really why Sam Larner remembers these songs, because Winterton always was a cliquey, individual sort of village, and they've always relied on themselves, on land on their own womenfolk, at sea on their own strength, and in the pubs on their own voices and their own songs. You don't expect men of 80-odd to sing, I suppose, and I'm not bringing you some syrup-voiced cat boy with a microphone and a guitar that you plug in. These are English traditional songs, sung as they should be sung, with a bite in the voice and a sense of performance. But for all that, with a sweetness of tone and a feeling for the melody that makes him a joy to listen to. Well, here they are, ranging the gamut from sex to piracy and haymaking to making hay. First of all, then, let's ask him where he learnt them.
Where'd I learn them? At sea. When being cook, when I was a 12-year-old at sea in a boat, I learnt them old songs. Used to have the men used to say it all the time, you see. Well, when you're little boys, you pick up, I used to pick it up like lightning, you know, and that got into your mind, and you never did get out of your mind no more. Then after you got a little older and coming to use the pub, then you began to sing the old song, and some of the other old fishermen come along and they'd give one, then you picked them up. And that's how we got our songs going, you see.
Yes, I see.
And I can recollect them singing on, if we'd only picked them old songs up. They're nurse, and then they'd sing another one. What was, at 17 I took a wife. I loved her as dearly as I love my life, and to maintain her all fine and gay, Robin I went on the King's highway, and to maintain her all fine and gay, Robin I went on the King's highway. I robbed kings, I do declare. I loved Lord Leicester in Leicester Square. I closed the shutters, bid them good night, and carried gold home to my heart's delight. Now I can't get no further than that. That was another one. All them little, but I never got far enough advanced for them. I wish if I'd have picked them up, they'd have been here now. They'd have been here. My Uncle Jimmy used to sing out when I was cooking on him in the sea. That's when I was 70 years ago, and he used to sing that on deck.
At sea, in the cold and stormy dark, they sang of the warm sheet anchors of home, and fields of corn and sweethearts, and larks in a May sky.
Very happy and delightful on one midsummer's morn, when the green fields and meadows they were buried with corn, and the blackbird and thrushes sang on every green tree, and the larks they sang melodious at the dawn of the day, and the larks they sang melodious, and the larks they sang melodious, and the larks they sang melodious at the dawn of the day. Said the sailor to his true love, I'm bound far away. I am bound to the East Indies, where the loud cannons roar. I am bound to the East Indies, where the loud cannons roar. And I'm going to leave my Nancy, she's the girl I adore. Now the sailor to his true love, I can no longer stay, for our topsails they are hoisted, and our anchor is weighed, and our big ship lies waiting for the next flowing tide. And if ever I return again, I will make you my bride. Now a ring from a finger she instantly drew, saying, take this, dearest William, and my heart will go too. And whilst I was embracing her, tears from her eyes fell, saying, may I go along with you? Oh no, my love, farewell. Saying, may I go along with you? Saying, may I go along with you? Saying, may I go along with you? Oh no, my love, farewell.
You can hear in these songs the sort of poetry that came naturally to Englishmen's tongues from, or when, Shakespeare's time anyway, until 40 or 50 years ago. One song, for instance, says, the harmless birds do sing, and Napoleon, in another one, inveighs against the dark deeds of tragedy. Then a sailor plays a sweet civil game, of cards, I hasten to add. And in this famous song now, Barbary Allen tells the undertaker's men, you little hearts, come set him down.
In the pleasant month of May, when green leaves they were springing, a young man on his deathbed lay, for the sake of Barbary Allen. A young man on his deathbed lay, for the sake of Barbary Allen. He sent for her a servant maid to the place that she was dwelling. I pray thee come and see my master, if your name be Barbary Allen. So slowly, slowly she walked on. So slowly she got to him. And when she got to his bedside, she said, "Young man, you're a-dying. I can see death pale you in your face. Your joys are all flown from you, and I can save you from the grave. So fare you well, dear Johnny." Now as she walked through the town next day, she met a corpse a-comin'. "You little lads, come set him down, that I may gaze upon him." Now the more she looked, the more she loved, till the people cried in sorrow. The more she looked, the more she loved, till our joys were turned to sorrow. Now this young man died on one night, and she died on the morrow, and on his grave planted a red rose bush, and on a zabaroya. They grew till they grew to the steeple top, till they couldn't grow any higher, and there they died as true love's not, with the red rose and the briar. That's right, the red rose and the briar.
That's lovely.
Do you like Barbara Helen?
Yeah.
What other wonders I got like that? Let me have a look.
And the one he thought of was the quite delightful song, this one, which I'd never heard before. I wonder if you have.
Oh, a sailor gay walked out one day to see what he could gain that way. He met a maid all on his way. She was raking off a master's hay. "Good morning to you, maid so fair. How came you raking this hay so clear? Come, pull off your gown, throw away your rake, and gain with a sailor to yonder green gate. What would my master say to me if I leave my work and gain with thee? He'd stop my wage, give me no pay. He'd stop my wages and turn me away. Now with kisses sweet and words so kind, caused this fair maid to change her mind. She pulled off her gown, threw away her rake, and gained with the sailor to yonder green gate. Now 6 long months we're gone and past, and the 9 months brought a child at last. Then she cursed the hour, she cursed the day, she cursed the very hour she left her master's hay. But 11 months gone, and 12 months passed, and the sailor he returned at last. He married her the very next day, so she blessed the very hour she left her master's hay.
That was the first programme of songs sung from his memory by Sam Larner. This recorded programme was edited and introduced by Philip Donnelan.